Hey guys, so the look I have for you today is just a really pretty olive green smoky eye, and I created this look using the Master Palette by Mario, which is one of my favorite palettes right now. So if you like what you see, then just keep watching. So to start off, I just do the usual, which is priming my eyes using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. I use this basically every day, whether I do like a really drastic eye makeup look or not. I'll use it when I wear no eyeshadow just to kind of even out my lids and everything and make everything, you know, a little bit smoother. Then I'm going to be putting tape on the corners of my eye. I do this, as you can see probably by now, with almost every eye look I do, unless I'm going for a more diffused, smoked out look. 9 times out of 10 I like a sharp edge, so that's why I do the tape. And now to start off, I'm going with my first shade, which is the color Lula, and this I'm using as my transition shade. So this is just gonna make it easier for me to blend out the rest of the shadows once I put them on, and I am just blending this into my crease using a fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm going to go in with the olive green color, and I'm going to be using the shade Bronx from the Master Palette. So I'm putting this all over my lid and bringing it slightly into my crease, but really not that much. This is a gorgeous, shimmery olive green color. I am obsessed, and I just think it screams fall, and I really love it. Next, I'm just going with a clean, fluffy brush. This is by the brand Soho, and I'm just going to blend the green out a little bit, smoke it out a little bit, and bring it into my crease with a clean brush. This just gives it a more blended out effect, not so stark. Next, I'm going to be using a flat shader brush, and I'm just going to be using the shade Fifth Avenue to highlight my inner corner. This is just a really pretty light champagne color. And then I went in with the shade Hollywood, which is more of a golden champagne color. It's a little more bright, and I put that over top the Fifth Avenue in my inner corner, and then I even brought it slightly onto my inner lid just to brighten up the inner corner even more. And now I'm just going in with the first blending brush I used. I didn't add any more product, it's just whatever's left from the transition color, and I'm just blending everything out. Next, I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone using my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in the shade Light Plus. I'm going to use this later on in the video to set my face as well, but it's just like a plain beige color with no shimmer, so I like using it to set my brows. And then I use my Tom Ford eye definer pen, you're going to see in the next clip, to do a slight wing, and I also used the Christina Wispy eyelashes. These are amazing. They're from Amazon. They're super cheap, and they are one of my favorite brands. And now I'm just priming my face using the Too Faced Hangover primer, and I already spritzed my face with the Smashbox primer water as well. Now moving on to foundation, I'm going to be doing my new favorite foundation combo, which is the Makeup Forever HD in Y225, which is my shade, mixed with the Smashbox Studio Skin in 2.1. I just do 2 pumps of the Smashbox on the back of my hand, and then like 1.5 pumps of the Makeup Forever. I just mix it and place it all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it out using the Sephora Airbrush Foundation Brush. It's the number 56. It's my absolute favorite to blend out my foundation besides my beauty blender. I decided not to cream contour today, so all I'm going to be using is concealer, and the concealer I'm using is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in light medium. I absolutely love this concealer. I'm actually trying to get my hands on the Tarte Shape Tape concealer because I heard that one is amazing as well, and I'm a little bit obsessed with concealers, so I'm trying to get my hands on that one, but this one is so moisturizing, not drying at all, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just placing it underneath my eyes, down my nose, a little bit on my forehead, my chin, around my nose, and I'm just blending it out using a random brush I have. And now I'm just setting my concealer using my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural in Light Plus. And I used a stiffer brush to set underneath my eyes, and now I just went in with an IT Cosmetics fluffy face brush to set the rest of my face. Now to contour, I'm going to be using Benefit's Hoola bronzer on my absolute favorite contouring brush. It's a Real Techniques brush that I got in a set one day, and I love it, love it, love it for contouring. Now I'm just blending my contour a little bit just so it doesn't look as stark. And for blush, I'm using NARS Lovejoy blush. I forgot how much I love this blush. It looks really kind of a little bit too brown and like a little bit scary in the pan, but it looks beautiful on the skin and it blends out so nicely. So I'm just placing that with an angled dual fiber brush, and again I'm blending everything out. I blend almost after every powder step just because I like to make sure everything looks really airbrushed and smooth. And now I'm going in with my highlight, which is the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter on an Anastasia highlighting brush. And I love this highlighter. I am on my second one already and I just absolutely obsessed with it. I'm placing it on my face using the Anastasia brush, and then I'm just blending the highlighter out again to make it look a little more blended with a fan brush. Now I'm just going back into my eyeshadows and smoking out my lower lash line using a combination of the color Bronx, which was the olive green shade, mixed with the shade Lula, which was the transition shade. I'm just putting it underneath my lower lash line and just smoking it out a little bit using a clean pencil brush. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be using MAC's Twig Lipstick. This is a really pretty lipstick. It's like the perfect pinky brown color. It's not too dark, not too light. And then over top of the Twig lipstick, I'm going to be using the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the color Tres Leches. And this is a pretty good match for the Twig lipstick. It just gives it a little bit more of a glossy look. It doesn't change the color of the lipstick too much because they are similar. So I really love that combo. And that is it for this look. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.